Hello guys, welcome back to another Steven is Cool Beans video. Now I know I've been gone for 2 whole weeks, and I'm sorry. I know it's been hard for y'all, for all my 6-7 subscribers, that I've been gone for so long. I don't know how y'all made it without me, but don't worry, I'm back. We're here, and today we're gonna be playing Would You Rather. First question of the day: would you rather have the latest smartphone every year, but you're bombarded with ads all day, or have all apps completely ad-free, but the volume is permanently stuck at max? Now, me, I don't really want to have no ads. So, because you get the latest smartphone every year, so each year you get a free upgrade, but you know what's the point of having a phone if you're getting fucking harassed by ads all day? I'd rather go with this one because but the volume is permanently stuck at max. It's all right, my volume is on max most of the time anyway, so it's not like I'm really losing. I'm actually gaining stuff because now I get Netflix no ads, YouTube no ads, everything no ads. So let's go with that. 55% of the people agree with me. You could read anyone's mind, but you uncontrollably cry every time you do. Or be able to shapeshift into anything, but it only lasts 10 minutes at a time. Now, which one would you rather? Because both of them have their ups. You can read anybody's mind. And yeah, you cry for a little bit, but whatever. Or think about what you could do with the ability to shapeshift into anything. Yeah, it only lasts for 10 minutes, but like I could rob a bank in 10 minutes. I could do a lot of things in 10 minutes. So I'm gonna pick this one. I feel like there's more upside. A lot more. 84% of the people agree with me. You could teleport anywhere, but you're paralyzed for 30 minutes upon arrival. Or have superhuman strength, but anything you lift sticks to your hand for an hour. You see, that's fucking stupid because you can lift, like, what if I just want to lift a pencil to write with a pencil? Now the pencil is stuck to my hand for fucking an hour, rather than you could teleport anywhere. Think about it. Would you rather teleport to France and be paralyzed for 30 minutes once you get there, or would you rather take a fucking 10-hour flight to France that you have to pay $2,000 for? Like, what? This is nothing. I'd rather be paralyzed for 30 minutes. Would you rather have unlimited hot water in your shower, but your water pressure is always weak, or perfect pressure, but the water takes 60 minutes to heat up? Now, guys, I've been down before, and I've had to deal with low water pressure. And I think that's the worst thing you could do. I actually like cold water, so I would just pick the 60 minutes, because if it's cold outside and I want to take a hot shower, then I'll just turn on the water 60 minutes before I have to take a shower. Good thing is my little brother pays the water bill. I don't. And not just that, the water bill isn't usually the most expensive one. And for the most part, I take cold showers. Would you rather have the most comfiest bed ever, but it's always warm enough to make you slightly uncomfortable, or never wake up feeling tired, but you're always up and wide awake by 4 a.m. no matter what? Now, I don't really want neither of these. Because, yeah, my bed's the comfiest bed ever, but it's warm, and I get slightly uncomfortable. And I don't really want to be up by 4 a.m. no matter what, because, yeah, I might not wake up feeling tired, but what if I get tired fucking 2 hours after I wake up because I want to sleep at fucking 1 a.m. I woke up at 4. So, I might have to pick the comfiest bed ever. Oh, shit. I lost my streak of right answers. But guess what? The Steven is Cool Beans answer is the correct answer. So those people are wrong. Have a best friend that's always available, but they only talk about themselves. Or have a best friend that's always there for you, but they constantly show up uninvited. Now, I don't know, cause they only talk about themselves. I'm assuming that that's the only thing they talk about. But you can have a best friend that's always there for you. But what if you're like mid freak off and your friend shows up, or you just don't feel like hanging out today, and your friend is outside talking about I'm here, but they're always there for you, I guess. I mean, they always show up uninvited, but you could just not let them in. So I think I'm gonna pick that one. 86% of the people agree. Would you rather be able to communicate with animals, but only when you're crying, or have the ability to grow plants immediately, but only when you're extremely angry? Now, guess what, guys? I've achieved a level of Zen that I actually never get extremely angry. So, and I would, I'd rather talk to my dog. It's actually pretty even. Would you rather hear every conversation in 10-minute radius, but you can never block out the noise? That sucks. Or have X-ray vision, but you can never turn it off? That sucks too. Cause, bro, you hear every conversation in a 10-meter radius. Like, it's not gonna get overwhelming, overstimulating. And then, why do I want X-ray vision all the time? Low key, can I skip? I guess if I had to pick one, maybe this one, just because that one sounds like it's terrible. Break time, guys. Holy shit. Sorry. Okay. Bro, okay. This is a good one, guys. Would you rather be able to turn invisible, but you must be covered in peanut butter first? Or read anyone's mind, but feel an intense electric shock every time? Now, both of these, could come in very clutch. I could turn invisible and, rob a bank while I'm invisible or something like that. All I have to do is cover myself in peanut butter first. Or I could read anyone's mind and feel a shock each time. Like, I'm assuming that I'm not going to die from the shock. It's just painful. And, what can you gain from reading someone's mind? I don't know. Low key, I might just have to go with the invisible one because I just feel like I could gain more. And yeah, the setup sucks. Like, I have to cover myself in peanut butter. That's messy. But have y'all not seen that guy that fucking covers himself in fucking chocolate in his car every time? And he just does it for the love of the game. I'll be him, but I could be invisible after. Holy shit. These guys don't know what they're on about. Scoop. Easily make new friends, but you forget their names each time you see them, or easily make new friends, but always forget what you were talking about. Probably their names. You could just give each one a nickname. Oh shit. Alright, would you rather have the power of flight, but only at night, or teleport anywhere, but you can't bring any items? Probably the flight one. Like, yeah, I can only go at night, but like, when they mean you can't bring any items, that probably means your phone, wallet, and keys too. So what's the point? But yeah, I'll probably have to go with flight because like I could probably like fly from here to like the UK at night, spend the whole day over there, and fly back at night. You know what I mean? 50% of the people agree with me. You can read anyone's mind, but you get a headache, or hear the thoughts of animals, but they constantly insult you. So I'm assuming that this is by choice, and this is just constant. Like I could hear what the animals are thinking all the time. Where in this, I could read anyone's mind by choice, and I'll get a headache. So I'll probably have to go with this. Be a hero but die young, or a normal person who lives long enough but or a normal person who lives a long time but whom everyone will forget. By a normal person, and how young is young? Because if I'm dying at like 60 or like 50, that's might be considered a bit young. But like if I was rich, I'll take some years off the lifespan for that. What? Have the ability to read minds but feel extremely guilt for a week after each use? What is these people obsession with reading minds, bro? Or always know the truth about people but lose the ability to lie yourself? What? This question sucks. I'm skipping. Be able to turn invisible but people forget you exist while you're invisible? Makes it even better. Or read anyone's mind but experience their emotional pain as yours. Like as I'm reading their mind? Or like forever? Probably this one. These questions kind of suck. Be able to turn invisible, but you lose 1 hour of your life each time. Or be able to fly, but feel extremely sadness on the days you don't fly. But would I not just fly every day? At least for like 1 minute. Because 1 hour of my life's kind of crazy. I'll just do this and I'll literally just fly every day. Always get exactly what you want, but everyone hates you for it, or have unlimited wealth, but every time you spend money, you feel intense physical pain. Holy shit! Like anytime I spend over like a certain amount of money, or like literally if I go into the store to buy a Red Bull, am I gonna like feel like I got shot? Cause that kind of sucks. Cause I'll probably go with this one then. Cause the fuck. All right, let's do like one more and then we can switch games. Be world famous, but you can never use social media again. Or be world famous, but you sign autographs for 5 hours daily. Holy shit. Probably this one. What the fuck you mean 5 hours daily? That's excessive. Teleport anywhere, but you lose a random sense for 1 hour. Holy shit. Or shapeshift into anyone, but you lose all of your clothes when you return to your original form. Damn. Well, because again, this is like I could teleport anywhere. I might be blind for an hour, but realistically, I'll just teleport into the restroom somewhere and then just stay in there for like 1 hour. Now, I went from downtown Texas City all the way to France. Or I could shapeshift into, the president, be the president for the day. And then when I turn back into me, I'm going to just be naked. Maybe that one. 60% of the people agree. Read anyone's mind, but you can't speak for 3 days after, or have superhuman strength, but you're extremely weak for 3 days after use. Probably, I don't know, because not speaking is kind of crazy. But extremely weak, does that mean like I'm literally so weak that I can't even get out of my bed? Maybe this one. Or actually, maybe the superhuman strength, because like, what if I need to lift the car one day? I fucked up on that one. Be able to turn invisible, but your shadow is still visible and waves at people? Bro, what? Or be able to fly, but a cloud of glitter, probably the cloud of glitter, that just adds aura. Achieve every life goal, but you must take credit for others' work. Okay. Or be able to win any argument, but only if you lie. Probably just achieve every life goal, 25 in a row. All right, I'm calling it there. Let's switch games. All right. We're playing Will You Press the Button now. So, basically, I think if I agree to the terms, I press the button. If not, I put no. So, will you press a button? You become the king of the world, but you have no control over your bowels and will die alone without ever finding love. But I'm the king of the world, Will you press the button? You will be incredibly famous and known throughout the world. But women will adore you and men will envy you. But you'll die at 25. I don't even want to be that famous. You will get to live in any world of your choice, manipulating it to any of your liking with no restrictions. You're practically God of that world. But you're actually in a coma. Your friends, family, and school pitches in to try to pay off the life support payments, but your family goes bankrupt. Plug is pulled after 20 years, and your world ends as soon as the plug is pulled as you die. Bro, these like there's nobody pressing the button. You have an IQ of 300, but your parents abandoned you at the age of 15 with nothing to give you. Like, bro, what? Jesus Christ says, nothing changed. No need for parents when you're the smartest person alive. Fuck my parents then. Somebody said, Jing Hao Kung Pao. It doesn't say. But also, is there not like a limit on your IQ? Like, I feel like I heard something where like your IQ gets to a limit where it does like you become so smart that kind of like sets you back. And let's see. Is there a buff to having too high IQ? Having an IQ provides. Is there a disadvantage to having a high IQ? Yes, a high IQ has documented downsides. Researchers indicate that extremely high intelligence often correlates with social isolation, intense perfectionism, and higher susceptibility to mood disorders and anxiety, because they constantly simulate scenarios. The expectation gap. Low key, I'm pressing the button. Yep, that's the first one I pressed the button to. The perfect MMO is created for free. The server is Brazilian and 90% of the players are Brazilian. I guess I'm pressing the button. Become the most famous, well-known person over the internet, but nobody will know it's actually you. Nor will they believe you no matter how proof you show. So am I like fucking, what's that guy's name? Marshmallow? Someone said you can become like Hannah Montana. It would be so cool. Well, if you know, well, Hannah Montana is basically, she played two lives as one normal girl and one rock star. So I overthrow PewDiePie. Yeah, sure, why not? What the fuck? Low key, I'm pressing the button. Every step you take, a random celebrity eats from garbage cans, but nobody is allowed to record any of it. And people in the future will think you're crazy if you tell them. Well, it's random, so you know I could do it to somebody that's a good person. So I probably won't. Because there's good people, celebrities too. You can get $1,000 every time you snap your fingers, but every time you do it, someone dies. I'm clicking the button. The fuck? Everybody died. Any video game you choose can become real with just one thought, and you are the main character. But it will only last 5 minutes, and you wouldn't be able to make any video game real again for 1 week. With just one thought, and you can become real with just one thought, and you are the main character. But I'm pressing the button. There's no downsides. I mean, yeah, like, you know, like there's no downside. It's a very limited upside. You will acquire all the powers / abilities of the superhero you choose, but you also, but everyone you love and care for in surreal. What? Whoever fucking wrote that sentence is a dumbass. You are an amazing football player, but you have to be half human, half eagle. I'm pressing the button. Half human, half American. Live your life as your favorite video game character, but play by someone who's terrible at games. Lame ass dilemma. That would suck if you choose Mario. Um, yeah, low key. Cause think about it. What if I'm in GTA and now I get out, all I'm doing is fucking getting ran over? You never have to do math again, but every time you see a calculator, you have to write a 3-page essay. I would not, cause what if I just run into a calculator and now I have to write a 3-page essay? When you die, you go to heaven, but you can't. You are the best prankster in the world, but you get caught every time. I'll probably do it. You have the perfect body, but everyone thinks you're hideous. You have your perfect body, but everyone thinks you're hideous. And what's the point? You can predict the future, but you cannot remember the past. Then what's? I'm not pressing it. Become a godlike being with superpowers, but you have another godlike being trying to kill you. So basically, I just have a super op, but I'm also super. I'm pressing the button. This actually sounds kind of fun. You gain a massive library of all works known to man, but you gain a crippling OCD and people who visit never clean up after themselves. How crippling is it? I might have to press a button. You could destroy everyone you hate slash dislike in a heartbeat without getting caught, but you will slowly die inside after every person you kill. Somebody said bye Justin Bieber. Bro, what did Justin Bieber do to this guy? Someone says I'm already dead inside. Someone, Norway 101 said, I will kill the rival for my girlfriend. Bro, what? Holy shit. Bro, somebody needs to watch for Norway. I don't even think I will read that shit out loud. Anyways, I probably just won't press the button, man. All ends, all end all of world problems, but you alone suffer all of them without death for all of eternity. That's a lot to ask from me, man. That's a lot to ask from me, man. Like, you know, like this person says, geez, the world would be boring if I clicked it. Yikes. You gain the ability to manipulate and control the minds of others, but you slowly lose the ability to control your own well-being. So it's like the more I do it, the more I lose it. Because then, you know, I might just use it like once or twice my whole lifetime, but now, you know, I manipulated Elon Musk to give me $1 billion. You could teleport to any time, place, dimension you want by just thinking about it, but the power will drain your life and one day kill you, but you won't know when. Oh shit. Goes to the never dying dimension. That's pretty cool. Holy shit, bro. These comments are so... I'm clicking it. I probably would just not use it that often. You gain $1,000 every time you press a button, but the person closest to you will gain £1 and never be able to lose it. I would just go to like a Walmart, grab a button, and just give everybody £1 extra. Or someone said I will go to Africa and help hungry kids. Can't you just walk your laptop or phone from person to person? And then once you get them a few people a pound, you could just stop. I don't know. It's not that big of a downside. I mean, you could abuse it, and like I could give somebody right next to me, make them 500 pounds, but I could not. You could travel through time, but it's a one way trip, low key. You gain the ability to shapeshift, and because think about it, I could just teleport 1 year back. I'm losing a year of my life, but now I know every major event, like the World Cup is going on right now. Beforehand, I'll just memorize who's won this and that, and I'll just put a bunch of parlays in, and now I'm rich, and I lose a year, but now I gain $1 billion. You gain the ability to shapeshift into any animal or object, but it hurts like a million bones are snapping when you transform. I'll probably click it because it hurts, but it's not killing me. Yeah, it's a free ability, and I could choose not to use this. Yeah, President don't use it as much. Like, it's a downside to the upside, so basically just an upside. Yeah, like you're not really losing anything. You're gaining something that hurts, but you could just also not choose. You could just save it. You could read other people's mind, but while you are reading their mind, they can hear you reading it. Do they know it's me? Someone said how I can make them think they're going insane. Why wouldn't you just hear what I'm thinking twice? So wouldn't you just fuck it? I'm clicking it. I mean, because again, it's an upside. I could just choose not to use it. You can solve world hunger and stop all poverty in the world, but you must cease to exist, and no one will ever know about you or what you did. You could go back in time to go to any concert that has ever happened, and whenever you want, but you cannot listen to any new music again. Nah, I'd be missing out on too much. So I will not. You can breathe underwater and withstand. It would be cool to like watch live Michael Jackson though, but whatever. You could breathe underwater and withstand all levels of pressure, but you can never surface from water again. So basically, I would just be a shark in the ocean, and I don't want to be a shark in the ocean. You can hear people's thoughts, but you have to hear every thought near you. No, because again, I'll just get overstimulated all the time. You lead the charge to overthrow the American government, but you may travel through time to almost any era and bring everything you can carry on your back, but you cannot return in the entire period. Oh my god, these long ass questions. You're the smartest person that will ever live during the course of humanity, but you can never use your smarts to benefit the world or yourself. The pro is not useless. Yeah, by my smartness, I could do anything I want probably. It doesn't even make sense. You will never have to work again unless you want to. All food, electric, medical bills will be paid for you, and any item you own will not deteriorate as long as you live. But your life will be static from that point on. You will never be able to go on vacations, read, watch, play books, movies, shows, games you don't own that you don't already own, nor acquire any new furniture, appliance, or clothing, unless you grow out of a or set any replacements. So I could just be like a fucking couch potato and just watch YouTube all day. But I won't really get to experience life, so I'm not pressing the button. You know other languages in the world, but you can't speak them. That includes English. So what the fuck am I talking? It's fucking what this guy's over here speaking, bruh. I will not press the button. Stall for 20 days straight, but get $1 million if you survive. I'm pressing the button. Fucking be chewing on dirt and shit. Come on, Mr. Beast. This challenge sucks. At least let me fake it. Do I have? I'm assuming you have water. When you press the button, you get the ability to fly at super speeds, but you will be lonely for the rest of your life. No. Anyways, that's it for today. I give up. I'm retiring again. See y'all never